look at me, I'm
Hey guys, welcome to this week's blog. It is actually Monday night. Got some stuff for the Mustang, and hopefully this week we can actually hear the car run with the new exhaust. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so just wanted to show you, got the exhaust put up on. I was able to figure out how to get this all mounted up. Got a 15-degree elbow there, got it mounted up good. The only thing I got to do is, currently I believe this side sticks out just a little bit farther than that side, so I'm gonna have to when it's light out and I back it out, I'm gonna check it and make sure. But currently this one kind of sticks out a little bit farther, so I need to move it in some. I just got to reposition things. This one kind of sits where the line comes down here. It kind of sits like right in the center of that. So I just got to move this one a little bit. It's kind of, if you can see it, it's kind of cocked like this. So I'm going to have to straighten it out. Nothing too crazy. Just got a couple little odds and ends things I got to do with it. So, but definitely going to look really good. Probably not going to start it up tonight. Unfortunately, it's about 9:30, and I don't really want to piss off my neighbors. So I decided I'm going to start working on the brakes. I just started wrapping them up, and here we go with the paint color. I'm hoping that this isn't going to look too bad. I think it's going to look really good. So the actual caliper itself is going to be this color, and then what I did last week, I painted that silverish gray, whatever you want to call it. So I think it's going to look really, really sharp. And then in the front, where it says Cobra, I'm probably going to polish that, hopefully, and it should stick out really good. So really hoping that this thing turns out good. I'm really excited for this. So but further ado, I'm going to tape this all up and then probably get another trash bag and just kind of lay everything out good and then start painting it. So let's get to it. Hey guys, so I got this all taped up pretty much. I'm going to tape this up just a little bit more. The wind's kind of blowing it. And then I'm going to probably put a sheet over top my paint job so I don't mess that up. But I'm going to probably close the door while I'm doing this because right now it's a little windy out. So I'm going to put the door down and then I'm going to start painting this and cross my fingers that it turns out pretty good. So let's do it. Here goes. So just got the first coat put on. Definitely really, really metallic-y. You can kind of see how it's looking. Definitely gonna be different. Hopefully it's not too of a gold color. It's going more of an orange, but I think it's gonna work. It's kind of what I wanted. Maybe a little bit. It's definitely has some flake in it, but I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. This is just the first coat, so I'm gonna put a bunch of, like, probably 4 or 5 coats on it because it is the brakes, and hopefully it's gonna get really dirty, so I'm gonna probably do that. And then I'm gonna, hopefully I can put some clear over it, the clear paint. I'm gonna put a couple coats of clear on it then, and should be good to go then. So just want to kind of show it to you here. I'm gonna let this tack up a little bit, and then I'm gonna put a couple more coats on it, and should be good to go. Hey guys, so I just got this in the mail. So this is kind of what I got. I got this boost gauge, has for the actual wiring itself, and then has the vacuum line to be able to plug it in. Should be like a plug and play. And this is for the actual volts. And then this is DGR Performance. I'll put a link on his Facebook. Really, really nice guy to work with. And I got 2 of them. So it's going to kind of look like this. Just wanted to do something different. Here's a little preview of it with my wide band gauge. So just this thing needs cleaned up. It's really dirty, but kind of gives you an idea what it looks like. Vents still will work. So just wanted to do a shout out to him. He did an awesome job on this. Works really good. Then here's the actual power supply for the gauge itself. So you're gonna have to wire this up. So shouldn't be too hard at all. So I'm gonna do that at some point Probably not going to do it tonight, but just kind of wanted to show you what I just got in the mail. So things are slowly rolling in. I'm actually going to put this in there too. And here's a T. So definitely rolling in. I think it's going to look really, really good. So I just wanted to give him a shout out for his gauge pods and everything. He does a bunch of not only Mustang, but he does a variety of other things as well. So but yeah, I'm gonna kind of show you. This is a little tacked up now, so I'm gonna put another coat of this paint on there, and hopefully that works out. And I'm gonna do a couple more coats, and then hopefully I can assemble it all and then show you what it looks like. So let's do it. Okay guys, so I got the wheel on, got the brakes painted. I have to see it out in the light, but I mean, it looks okay. I mean, I guess it is what it is. I want to see it out in the light and just see it. It's kind of dull. It's like a dull color. I was hoping for it to be a little bit brighter. But I mean, it's a start. Definitely looks better than, show you on this side. Definitely looks better than that. So, we're getting there. Still got a ways to go with it, but, definitely, starting to look like something. Definitely really happy with it. So, the front, I'm going to do the same thing. The outside here will be the gray, and then the inside will be that painted, and then the Cobra itself, if you can see that, that will be painted, or that won't be painted, that will be just brushed. I'm going to scuff it up nice. So that's the plan for that. And I did take the cap off like I showed. And I was thinking about trying to work on this gauge here. See if possibly if I can just mess around with this gauge in the car here and see what all that will take. So I'm going to open this up here and just see if I can pop one of these vents off and just pop it in and see how it looks. I think it's going to look pretty good. Hey guys, so I just got the gauges, the pods themselves. Actually, I just pulled those off. They're very easy to do. Just a really small screwdriver and then pried in on each side, and they popped right out. Make sure you don't do too much force. You can actually crack those, and they're kind of hard to find. I mean, you can get them at a junkyard, but anyways, so I got these popped in here. They fit really good. Like I showed before, this has the volts display as well as the gauge itself. So I got to run all that stuff. I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like. So got that all installed. Definitely, I think it looks really, really cool. Definitely something different. So, but yeah, I'm gonna maybe mess around with this a little bit and maybe try to get everything hooked up. So, wish me luck. exhaust. And then also here is the brake on this side. You can see that. I think it looks pretty freaking good if you ask me. Do a zoom in. I think it looks really good. So I think I'm gonna roll with it. So, but yeah, like I was saying last night, I'm gonna paint this orange here, and then this will be the gray, and then the lettering will be the brushed color. I think that'll look really, really good. So, just gotta get that done, and should be pretty good. And we'll hopefully roll from that. So, just wanted to kind of give you guys a sound comparison of it from here. And now I'm going to play the cold start with the flowmasters. Tuesday night. Just came out here to the garage and was working on the Mustang. Just wanted to do a little update video for you guys. Still working on the brakes yet again. Still need to make the S-bend. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I just forgot about it this morning. Was rushing around and just forgot what I needed to do. So hopefully I can do that tomorrow, and hopefully that'll all get straightened out. So I'm going to show you what I did. So let's get to it. Hey guys, so I'm really excited. I got my head unit in today from the mail. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay guys, so just got this in the mail today. This is my new JVC head unit, and it came with the pocket kit to cancel the CD player. So it came with this kit, and then it also came with the wiring. So I was starting to look at the wiring here. Came with instructions right up there, and then the actual head unit as well is right in here. So I can throw that over there, and I'll see if I can pop this open quick for you guys. So here is the head unit with all the stuff there. And then here is the actual head unit. It's a blue display, and then it has it'll link to my phone and everything. Comes with everything I need, all that stuff. It has hands-free calling, so I thought it would be really nice to have. So, and then you can see my son is helping me here. Here, you can have that. So, and then also I was hooking up my gauge. I was going to hook that up to the illumination wire, and then also to the ground then. So I'm working on that. So things are starting to come along here, and probably after I put little man down, I will install the new radio and possibly the boost gauge. So let's get to it. Hey guys, so kind of tore this whole thing apart here. I put the stock A-pillar here back on. I pulled the center console, I guess the gauges and everything I'm going to put up in here where the vents go, and then I'm putting in the new radio. So I'm trying to get everything buttoned up good. And then I also am taking this out, and I was thinking about moving it here, and then I'll just put another gauge here. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to debate on what I want to do. I might just leave that one there and then just put my wideband here and then have my boost gauge here. So Still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, but kind of leaning towards maybe just leaving this one here, but I definitely do need to get it fixed. So if I can grab it here, definitely want to get this one fixed. But yeah, so I'm going to mess around with it here yet a little bit, and hopefully I can get everything buttoned up. And I do have to run the boost line now that came out here and run it down and then out here. So I might have to drill a hole to get the boost line in. I'm not sure yet. Got to figure that out, and wish me luck. So I'm going to work on it, and I'll touch base with you when I get a little bit more done. Okay guys, so got this basically buttoned up on the one side, and I got the new head unit in. I'm going to put the key in and turn it on. You can see the volts display shows right there, and then also the headlights or the radio comes on. Still got to set all the stations. The gauge light comes on there, and it also dims. And all I did, which, hold on a second, I'm going to turn this. All I did was I hooked up the power wire to the illumination wire on the radio. I do this on basically all my, anytime I install a gauge, and then that automatically will dim the lights on and off, however you want it to do. I would only do that for just the actual, the actual light portion. I wouldn't do that if you were looking for a power 12-volt source. You definitely do not want to do that, but just for the lights itself, you can do that. Use the illumination wires, usually orange, and it sometimes will say it on the actual wire itself. So did that, wrapped it up pretty good. Wasn't too bad. This panel here is really loose. I mean, not the nicest thing in the world, but I mean, it'll do. Gotta clean this up, but I got that on, so definitely looking pretty good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I got the one thing, I might put this one back in until I get, just pop it back in there. And I might just put it back in there until I get this other one figured out what I want to do. But definitely really happy with it. It turned out really good, and I'm happy to be able to get rid of this, like I said. So really tickled with it, and like I said, give DGR Performance a look at. I think he said it was like $30 for the gauge pods, and they're definitely really good quality. So definitely would check them out. I mean, it looks pretty much identical to it. I mean, obviously it's a little bit different because this one has the adjuster, but definitely looks really good quality. So definitely give him a check out, and I'll put his link in the description of this video. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here for tonight, and probably gonna take this thing to work tomorrow. So get a little bit more video of the new exhaust on, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, so I pulled the Cobra in here at an angle. I want to finish up these brakes. I want to take it into work tomorrow, so I want to get these brakes done. I got the one done right now, and it looks kind of goofy with only having one done. So I'm going to try to do these two and just bang them out really quick. And maybe while the paint's drying, I will change the front strut, and then also put in the caster camber plate that I got with it. And maybe if things go well, I might even do the bump steer kit as well, depending on how much time I have. I think it's right now it's like 9:30, so got to get cracking on this thing, but just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on what I'm doing, and hopefully we can get this all done and get this thing back on the wheels. And then I got to do that one over there as well, so might turn into a long night, but I need to get it done, and let's get at it. So I'll touch base with you in a little bit when I get all the brakes apart, and I'm gonna, before I paint this one, I'm going to I got that tool to be able to turn the actual cylinder back in. I forgot to do it, and I had to do it once I had it all painted, and it was a pain in the ass. So gonna do it before I paint anything, and then I'll tear it all apart and then get all the pieces out here, the brackets at least, and then paint those. Do the same with the front, get the bracket and paint that, and then put the cylinder, compress that, tape it all up, paint them both, and hopefully it goes smoothly. So let's get on it. Hey guys, so I'm gonna have to cut it short tonight. Got the new caliper on, painted the actual bracket, was trying to screw it in. You actually have to screw the rear piston like I was saying, and I bought this really cheap tool, and as you can see I actually broke the one ear off trying to turn it in. So I was trying to be cheap and I thought I could do it this way. I've done it before, but I now know that there's actually tool that you can buy to actually do this, and it makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. So I'm going to get this tomorrow, and hopefully I can get that done. And I just got the craps of it, and I just threw this tire back on and just buttoned everything up, because I have to take this to work tomorrow because my wife's car is getting inspected, so she's going to drive my truck. So yeah, so that's kind of how it is right now. It's kind of half of this is done, so kind of hate that it's only halfway done, but definitely looks better than what it was. So I'm going to keep working on it. Hopefully tomorrow night, I'm probably not going to do anything. I'm going to actually take the wife out on a date night, and maybe Saturday I can work on it a little bit. So but definitely tomorrow I'm going to do a nice cold start video for you, and maybe drive it to work to take you along with me going to work. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, and see you in the morning. Sounded really healthy this morning. Try to get some videos of it. Hey guys, so I just want to let you know that the last 2 days I was working on the car. I somehow lost all the footage, so I'm just going to kind of do a really brief overview of everything that I did and try to get you up to speed on where I am currently. So I do apologize in advance. I'm just not sure what happened. Put the memory card in, and it completely was wiped somehow, so I apologize in advance. So I'm just going to try to get you guys all up to speed and show you where I'm at right now with the car. So sorry, and let's go look at it. Okay guys, so I got the rear brakes done on this side. I was showing in the last video that the tool I had broke. I went to Advance and I bought the actual brake tool. It was like $130 to rent it out. Got it put in, done, everything, got the new pads on, all that's good. On here on the front, got the new brake caliper bracket done. That's right there, painted. And then the actual the caliper itself is painted. Got the new strut on right there, you can see. Got the new SV CC plate on this side. I still got to do the driver's side over there, but this side is all done, ready to go. And then also I had some issues with the actual blow-off valve. The 90 coming off the blow-off valve was like kind of pointed that way, and it actually, the line actually was rubbing against this pulley, and I didn't even realize it. So I had to get all new line, and then I turned it away from it, so that should be good. So what else did I do? Didn't really do anything else. So that I'm pretty much up to speed. I just kind of was explaining how this all went together, but I mean, there's tons of websites or YouTube videos out there that can explain this, so don't really need to explain that too much. So, but yeah, so that's all done there. Basically everything else is done. I did try to get new line. I wanted to redo this whole line here, and I got some line here, but of course I didn't get the right size. This is 1/2 inch ID, and I need to get like 5/8, so I'm probably going to pick that up tomorrow. And then also I still got to do my bump steer kit, which is right here. Of course I dropped the other one, but here's my bump steer kit that I got to get yet. So still got to do that. And then also when I was taking the caliper off the rod that goes through on the backside, I broke the coupler on this, so I have one of those coming. Should be here tomorrow. So I'm kind of waiting on that yet. But I'm going to undo all this, and then hopefully I can mount that all up, and then I'm going to sand the Cobra lettering off, so then it'll be like brushed right here. I'm going to pray that it works good. So that's my thought anyways, is just going to have this as a brushed for the Cobra. I think that'll really make it stand out good. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I just ordered new corner lights and a couple other odds and ends, so they should be here. I know I just got an email saying that the corner lights are on back order, so I'm hoping they come here soon. And then also, this Sunday is the first car show I'm going to take it to, so I'm going to get a lot of footage of that. And so got a lot of things going, and probably going to go with my old neighbor. He has a 67 fastback that's all done up, and I'll probably do a little bit of do a feature on that. So yeah, I think I'm up to date here. Now I'm gonna undo this to get all this thing ready to go, put the new rotor on, put the new bracket on, and try to get this all buttoned up, and just use this rod here until I get the new rod. I'll just use this one for right now, and then I'll lower the rear, and then I'll jack up the other side, start working on that, and should be pretty good to go. And then also on a side note, I got two, I think these are 32-inch LED bars. My buddy bought one of those Japanese mini trucks, so he wanted one for that, and then I also got one for myself. So I'll probably do a video of just going over the mini truck, and he's putting a huge lift on it, I think like a 6 or 8 inch lift, and probably go over that with you guys and just show you everything that's going to go on that thing. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to start working on the front here, get that all buttoned up, and then move on to the other side. So let's go for it. Guys, so got the front all buttoned up. Right now I just have the pin pushed in. I'm going to tomorrow get the new pin, and then be able to put it in, and then put the clip on the back side and finish that up. And it actually, if you look at it, it actually sits a little bit higher than the other side. I can actually put 2 fingers in fairly loosely, whereas the other side it's very, very tight. So definitely the struts were pretty shot. You could push them down and they would kind of stay down, and then they'd slowly come back up. So definitely not good at all. So these new struts should help with the ride quality and everything. And then I got to figure out this raised lettering here. I was saying I want to brush that, so I'm going to have to probably tape that all up and then take a sanding pad and try to sand that or scuff it. If you guys know any better way to do it, please let me know, but that's kind of the best way I could come up with right now. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. But I'm just got to button up a couple other odds and end things, but definitely like the stance of it. It's supposed to rain the next 2 days, so won't really be able to have it outside. So this is kind of the best you're going to get probably in this video for this past week. So I apologize in advance. It's just been rainy, and it was a little bit nicer over the weekend, and I had some video, but like I said before, I lost it, so I do apologize. So next thing I got to do is just do the driver's side. You can see I got the passenger side done. Still got to do this side over here, so got to get on that. And the next thing I'm going to do once I get that done is start working on the interior, or the engine bay stuff. Want to clean up some of these boots. I want to kind of get this stuff welded together, that way it's a solid piece. And then also kind of clean up polish some of these pipes, and then probably polish this here as well. And eventually I'd like to redo this whole upper coolant pipe system there. Like to redo all that and see if I can make it look a little bit nicer. And also I was having some issues with my fan, and I just unplugged it, and I think the actual sensor, which is way down in there, kind of hard to see, there it is, you can kind of see it there where my pointer or my big finger is there, my middle finger, right there. I'm gonna probably have to get another one. I unplugged it and the fan works, but when I have it plugged in, the fan does not work. It'll actually get fairly hot. So gonna have to probably eventually get a new thing for that. Um, so then also like I showed, I got some Mark 8 valve covers that I'm gonna put on here. Gonna redo that, and then I'm gonna get custom actual coil covers then. So got a bunch of stuff in the works. I'm just trying to do it as I can with my budget, and try to give you guys the best videos as I can. So trying to make it a nice cruiser. Obviously it's not the nicest thing in the world, but I want it to be as nice as I can make it with the funds I got. So, and then eventually I'd like to clean this up a little bit, maybe get the Scott Rod Fab panels in here, which I'll put a link in. I think they're like $100 and some, and they kind of cover this up, and you can either have them riveted in or welded. And I was thinking, I think it looked nice with the rivets, kind of put a bunch of rivets around it and just paint it black and do it on both sides, and eliminate the windshield wiper fluid there, and probably keep the battery. I don't really want to go too crazy with it. Probably just kind of make it a little bit more fancy over there. And but yeah, that's kind of the next mods I'm looking at doing under the hood here. Just kind of clean it up. I'm not really a red person, so probably I'm going to get rid of these, and then the coil covers are going to go, and I'm actually going to be selling them to my buddy who has the 96 Cobra with the Kenny Bell. So he's actually going to take those and take everything else, and then I'm going to use the Mark 8 with the coil packs, the coil and plug, and hope that everything works out. And I might have to get it tuned. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to talk to my tuner. It's a local guy. It's a DGR Performance in Dillsburg, PA. I'll put his link in the description. He actually tuned my 03 Cobra, and it made just shy of 900 horse. It was actually a little over 900 horsepower. So, but anyways, I'm gonna continue working on here. I got a couple other odds and ends stuff I want to do, but just kind of want to show you. I am slowly working at getting this thing buttoned up on the brakes. So definitely a fun job. I'm just going slow, trying to make sure I get everything done right and it looks nice.